Hey everyone, it's So's Comet. I've been absent from YouTube for quite a while now, and I thought it's only right to fill you in with what I've been up to for the past few months. Of course, there's way more technicalities involved than what I'll show you in this video, but I wanted to keep it simple. If you're interested in my processes, I'd suggest following my Instagram for frequent updates on my art journey. Do not worry though, I have plenty of videos lined up for you this summer. Without further ado, enjoy this small, cute little update. As much as I'd love to show you everything I've ever done in college, this video is about my final major project for my second year, which is just about ended, kind of. I made a book. It's clean, it's fresh, it looks amazing. Yeah, as for this video, I just wanted to show you like the visual art processes, like the drawing and the choices I had to make, as you can see here, like saying yes to things, saying no to things, trying different outfits and colours, and yeah, because I understand that technicalities and that kind of stuff can get a little bit boring for some people. With technology and generative AI up on the rise right now, I wanted to tackle that topic and make a book from it, specifically designed for children of the newer generation who are still living out their childhoods. Yeah, so I would say, in simpler terms, my overall goal with this book is to encourage children to balance technology and nature together. Not necessarily like, anti-technology, like, we hate it, because I understand that it has its place, especially in modern day society, but it also has some really crazy negatives that I'm not sure if these kids are being taught about that at all. Okay, so this story takes place in a made-up town called Emberfall, loosely inspired by Japanese small towns, because I find them really beautiful. Leo, who is my main character, lives in this town alongside his best friend called Hina, and together they manage to save the world from basically corruption. It starts with this scientist called Victor, who invented these little organic creatures called glims, whose job is to make humans' lives more convenient and more easy to live with little inventions. And with Victor's guidance, the glims were able to operate successfully and became quite well known around Emberfall. However, Victor has an illness that eventually, unfortunately, he passes away from, leaving the glims by themselves to make decisions for the first time. And this is where we kind of see the downfall of the glims, because they argue and they separate themselves into the glimmers and the glooms. Yes, it's meant to sound like light and dark, good and evil. Couldn't think of anything better, really. And the glooms grew envious of the glimmers' ideas and eventually turned to corruption. And it's Leo and Hina's job to stop this corruption, despite the whole town being taken up by this artificial intelligence-inspired technology called high-tech. And high-tech is basically a collection of phones that the glooms made up under the name of the glims to get humans addicted. And in the story, I tried to present ways in which technology could manifest negatively into people's lives to kind of bring awareness to what can happen if you were to get addicted to something like this. All of my designs, and they sort of have been for a little while, are heavily inspired by Steven Universe and Scott Pilgrim. Rebecca Sugar, my love, I love your work, oh my gosh. I also have like a real love for cartoons and bright colours now, which isn't something I thought I would be saying a couple years ago, but here I am. Yeah, I think my overall goal with art is I want someone to tell me, and genuinely mean it, that they think my art looks edible. They want to eat it. They want to eat my artwork. The second anyone says that to me, I consider my life complete. I'm being so honest. Also, do not fear a fully readable version of my entire book, because there's only like 3 copies ever in the world, will be uploaded to my Instagram for you to read. I would say webtoon, but I still haven't quite figured that out. I'm not going to lie to you. As for like the personalities of my people I've created and stuff like that, Leo is very adventurous, very big eyes, and he's curious about everything, but still a little bit cautious. Ina, on the other hand, she's kind of the same, but a lot more chill about it. She's not as energetic. However, she will tell you how it is. She's not afraid to stand up for you if you're ever in trouble. She's just a bit of a girl boss, and I love that for her. Fun fact, I had to make the front cover, the front and back cover actually, on the exact day that I had to send it off to be produced, because I wasn't expecting to do that. Also, just to let you know, the way I've drawn out the pages in these like quick little speed paints are not at all how they look in my final version, because my art teacher heavily implied that it wouldn't look as good if I were to actually bind this book by hand myself with staplers, and instead he wanted to send it off to get properly produced, meaning I had to put all of my work that I specifically drew in order, to unscramble it to put it in a template in InDesign, which I had no clue how to use. I'm not very good with like Photoshop and stuff, I'm still learning. What you're seeing right now are my final high quality versions of my main characters. I love them so much. I'm well aware this video is not super informative, to be honest. I just kind of wanted to show you what I've been getting up to, what I've neglected you for. I'm so sorry. I will be coming back, and I also wanted to show you how this looks in real life. My final display, you can see my book, you can see my character stands, the boards I've mounted up so you can read my story like a comic strip almost on the wall. I absolutely love how this turned out. I am endlessly so proud. Kind of sad that my college journey is coming to an end, but you know, I have more exciting times ahead. I have so much planned YouTube-wise, and yeah, I just wanted to keep you tuned, really, for what I've been up to. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Sophie. Have a lovely day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you in the world right now, and goodbye!